Okay, what we have here is a pretty long video on instruction for about 41 potential songs that our band is going to try. So rather than us having to get together multiple times to go through each song, I put a little kind of a cheat study guide together for each song. Some a little more explanatory than others. A lot of these songs we played before, but we do have different players that are joining in. So, but I'd go through these 41 songs. It's in alphabetical order almost. There's a couple that are out of place. There is a link in the description for a PDF file. It's all 41 songs and chord charts, and all the songs fit on one sheet except the first song is American Pie, and that's a three-page chord and lyric sheet. So go through this stuff. I'll have timestamps on each song, so you can just jump to the song that you want to learn. Again, these are not in-depth lessons, but they are really designed, for me to communicate with the other guys in the band in advance of us getting together to rehearse. So enjoy it, subscribe, comment, and that's it. Thanks. Okay, so we'll go through all the songs on this list. I'll have the name of the song on the screen. I'll try to put some chords up, chord shapes for some of the songs, but this is more of a study guide to go through as many of the 41 songs that are on this song list that we'll put together a couple sets for. It's in somewhat alphabetical order, but it is in the sequence that each of the songs are in this document that I'll have posted in the description. So the first song's American Pie. We're not going to go through the whole song, of course, or probably, I don't know if we're going to go through any of it here, but because there's just a lot of chord changes. So with this song, we'll just basically have to follow the chords, but it'll start, it'll start slowly, Long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance. Maybe they'd be happy for a while. And that whole first verse is kind of slow. Then it picks up chorus, verse, chorus, verse. No real tricks there. We'll just the issue with that song is the song sheet is I think 3 pages long. Everything else from here on out is going to be one page. Blue Sky by the Allman Brothers. So with this song, I'm going to be playing kind of the opening riff,
Walk along the river, sweet lullaby. Your tones keep on flowing. You don't worry about where it's going. Don't fly, Misty.
And then for that intro, the other guitars will just be ringing each of the chords. If you look at the sheet, it's then the singing.
Walk along the river.
Okay, and And that's pretty much it until you get to the solo part, and that'll be coming off of a chorus. So we'll do a chorus.
You're my blue sky, you're my sunny day. Lord, you know it makes me high when you turn your love my way. Turn your love my way, yeah, yeah.
It's just E's and A's. And then we'll get to a part in this little jam, and it's just going to be over E's and A's. But coming out of it, probably Hubie and I will be kind of doing harmony licks together, you know, and it'll go. The last verse, you know.
Good old Sunday morning, baby's ringing everywhere.
Okay, but that's how we'll come out of that, you know. So again, it's, you know. Okay, and then we're in for the last verse and chorus, and it ends kind of with the intro. So that's Blue Sky. Not too difficult. Okay, the next page is going to be Born on the Bayou in Green River. So Born on the Bayou is going to be in a D, and all I really do, I play a kind of that C7 shape and just slide it up to a D, and how we do it. And it really just vamps on that D, and it does this. It does you kind of take your ring finger from that this C7 shape, and of course it's a D7, and you hold that, or you sort of play in that. You kind of throw your ring finger down to almost play like a bar C chord, but you're really just doing a little passing. So it'll be like this, you know. What are the words?
I was just a little boy.
Okay, I go.
Running to my daddy's knee. Running that song, don't let no man get you. Do what you done to me. Oh, I can remember the 4th of July. Running through the backwoods fair. Down, 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 chasing down the hoodoo there. Chasing down the hoodoo there. Born on the bayou.
Okay, so it's just kind of keep my index finger on that B string 3rd fret, because it kind of keeps me in position just to throw the other fingers down to go right back into that D7. And that song really just goes straight, and then there, you know, you can play some leads. And then we transition into Green River, which is E7, so somehow we got to modulate up, and we never really do it. I don't really know how we do it, but And then we're into Green River, and that just has it's really just E7, and then there's a change to a C and an A, okay? And that's it, and then you kind of just play that out. So you kind of put those two together, two Creedence Clearwater songs together. Next up, again, alphabetical order. Okay, coming into Los Angeles. So the way I play it, rather than, let's see, Okay, so I do this kind of walk down from an A minor, and I kind of hold that A minor for the most part. I take my ring finger and play the G note on the E string 3rd fret, and then I kind of have to switch fingers, and I put my middle finger on the F sharp note, which is the 2nd fret of the low E string, and then my ring finger is positioned on the G string 2nd fret, and then it's F, C to the E, so it's and that is, I think that's the progression really for the verses and the chorus. So,
coming into London from over the pole, flying in a big airliner.
That E, I do an E, E7 sus to an E, but you can just go right to the E. But that walk down is kind of critical. So,
coming into London from over the pole, flying in a big airliner. Chickens flying everywhere around the plane. We couldn't feel much finer. Coming into Los Angeles.
okay, and the chorus here is going to be that walk down. It's the A minor, then with that G note, and then the F sharp, and again before you resolve, like normally the verse. So it's
coming into Los Angeles, bringing in a couple of keys. Don't touch my bags if you please, Mr. Customs Man. Yeah, there's a guy with a ticket to Mexico. No, he couldn't look on a stranger. Walking in the hall with his things and all. Smiling said he was the Lone Ranger. Coming into Los Angeles, bringing in a couple of keys. Don't touch my bags if you please, Mr. Customs Man. Yeah.
and then we do an instrumental verse, and then into a verse and a chorus and a verse and a chorus. So that's really all you need to know about that. But yeah, so that walk down is pretty cool. Okay. Next song. Do You Want to Dance? Pretty simple, but a good mover for the group. And the way I play it, it's A's and D's. Okay, but rather than playing, a
Do you want to dance and hold my hand?
I don't play that D like a cowboy chord. I play the A, and then I just drop the middle finger on the B string 3rd fret and the ring finger on the D string 4th fret, and that's my D.
Do you want to dance and hold my hand? Tell me, baby, I'm your lover man, oh baby. Do you want to dance?
Okay, so it's this A, D, A, D, A, and then it goes to an E7, A, and E. So it's pretty simple. You kind of get the hang of it, you know.
Do you wanna dance under the moonlight? Hold me, baby, all through the night, oh baby.
E.
Do you wanna dance?
Now the chorus.
Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance?
Then we go. There it goes. Yeah, something like that. Open, 4th, 7th, 10th. So it's. Okay, when it's playing that 12th fret note, that's an E. The other guitars can kind of, it sort of builds with the bass, and I think I'm gonna play that, you know. You know, when I get to that E, the other guitar should be going.
Oh, do you wanna dance?
And it'll just get you into the next verse. And that's how we'll play it. So there's another kind of like a double verse and a chorus. That would be the second chorus, and you do the same.
Oh, do you wanna dance under the moonlight? Just kiss me, baby, all through the night, oh baby. Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance?
Again, and the way this one ends on this being the third chorus, and you could loop the whole song and do it again if people are going nuts. But the last chorus, you know, do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Then you do it longer. Okay, so that run up, the first two choruses is fast, you know, or shorter timing. And but the last time you're holding each of those notes longer. So again, open 4, 7, 10 to an A stop. So it's. Okay, and that's that. Next is Eyes of the World, which we have played before. So with this, there's a couple ways. These three chords that kind of open the song. It's E major 7th, B minor A, and I'll play a couple different ways you can play it. You can play the E major 7th up here.
Right outside this.
Okay, now we're into the verse. But that E major 7th, B minor A, you know, you can play an E major 7th there. You can play it here. You can play it here. Wherever you don't have to move too much. And instead of a B minor, sometimes I think a B minor 7th sounds better. Okay, so that's kind of the intro. And then, the song, if you just follow the chord sheet, it's pretty simple. After the first, there's a verse and a chorus. After that first chorus, then we get into just an instrumental solo with those 3 chords, but they don't change as quickly. It's more like, so we'll do a solo probably after the first chorus, I think. And then we have another verse, another chorus. And again, the chords pretty straightforward. No real tricks here. And then after the last verse, the last verse and chorus. Then you're just going to really play this out. The E major 7th, B minor A. Again, you're going to kind of play it longer because there's going to be a solo. Somebody's going to be soloing. And then we'll get some. I'll get everybody's attention. Because now to play the end of the song, we're going to play those 3 chords, but we're going to play them quick or shorter, 4 times. Okay, and you're going to ring that E major 7th at the end. So again, you're going to be playing those chords longer for more measures during the solo part, and then when the solo has been exhausted, we'll just get right back into the 4 times. But a good song to do some jamming to. Okay, feel like I'm fixing to die rag. I've never done this, but it's a Woodstock, since this reunion is a Woodstock theme. Come on, big strong man. Uncle Sam needs your help again. Got himself in a terrible jam way down yonder in Vietnam. So put down your books, pick up a gun. We're gonna have a whole lot of fun. And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. Next stop is Vietnam. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up the pearly gates. Oh, ain't no time to wonder why. We're all gonna die. Well, okay, so this is pretty cool. But we'll kind of open up playing a G, just and then right into the singing on a D, So it's come on, all you big strong men. Uncle Sam needs your help again. He's got himself in a terrible jam way down yonder in Vietnam. Put down your books, pick up a gun. We're gonna have a whole lot of fun. And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. Next stop is Vietnam. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up the pearly gates. Ain't no time to wonder why. We're all gonna die. And that's it. There's another verse and chorus. there's another verse and chorus, and then there's another verse and chorus. So that's it. Now on that chorus, some guys on YouTube try to throw a walk down chord, the way it starts, the way that line starts. It's 1, 2, 3. I'm just playing that A7, 2. I'm not doing anything there. Where some guys try to do some kind of a walk down, but I don't think it ever sounds good. So we'll just go from the A7 to the D7 to the G, And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? So that's what we'll do there. Maybe Andy could do a walk down. I'm not sure if it's just a half a step down or not. But that's that's kind of a historical song by Country Joe and the Fish. The next song is Feelin' All Right, which we've done a million times. It's really just 2 chords, and we'll play it with the C7. I always play it up here, a C7 to an F9. So,
It seems I've got to have a change of scene, 'cause every night I get the strangest dream.
And that's all it is back and forth, a little room for solos, and an old classic. Next is Gloria, kind of the same thing. That's D, C, and G. We've played this a million times. I believe it's in D. We go.
Gonna tell you about my baby. She comes around.
Okay, that's it. D, C, and G. Pretty easy. Nose is running here. Let's see. Handle with care. Okay, so this is Traveling Wilburys, and it does this walk down D, C, G.
Been beat up and battered around, been set up, been shot down. You're the best thing I ever found. Handle me with care.
Won't go through that song. Got a little harp. And then I think Randy's going to sing that bridge part, or the Roy Orbison part.
I'm so tired of being lonely. I still have some love to give. Don't you show me that you really care. Everybody got somebody to lean on. Put your body next to mine. Dream on. I've been found up and I've been fooled.
Yeah, that bridge is a G, and if you play a G like this, leaving your index finger free, you can drop that index finger on the D string first fret, and that would make it an augmented. It kind of raises that D note up to a D sharp, which kind of gives you that G augmented, which is kind of a passing chord, but
I'm so tired of being lonely. I still have some love to give. Won't you show me that you really care?
and then we're into the chorus where everybody can sing.
Everybody got somebody.
And that's it. Chords are pretty simple in that chart. Harvest Moon, okay, Harvest Moon. I'll probably drop my E to a D, just to give that a little bass. But the other guitars can stay tuned to standard. So this has. Do that 4 times in the beginning. And Randy's going to do those harmonics or play those notes. And basically it's a
come a little bit closer, hear what I have to say.
Okay, that little riff or that little vamp on a in the chord chart, it just holds that D. But what it is, it's D. It's D, D major 7th to an A. And then you kind of hold it, you're barring that A, and you're playing what I call that D/A chord, which it always sounds good when you're playing an A. It's just putting the middle finger on the B string 3rd fret and the ring finger on the D string 4th fret. But they're real quick passing chords. You don't have to do it. You can just hold the D. But I was gonna, I'm gonna go,
Like children sleeping, we could dream this night away.
and then
Full moon rising, let's go dancing in the night.
okay. So the second half of the verses are G's to that intro lick. And then the chorus is an A sus4.
'Cause I'm still in love with you. See you dance again. 'Cause I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon.
No real tricks to this song either. A little harmonica part, little instrumental harmonica part for an instrumental half of a verse, and that's that song. So here comes the sun. This is we're going to try Richie Havens' version since the Beatles weren't at Woodstock, and this is kind of just basic chords. We're not tuning to Richie Havens' tuning, but it's
Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, seems like years since it's been there. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. I say sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, sun, sun.
Something like that, okay, with those chords, and we can work out an arrangement. But that might sound good with, you know, three flogging acoustics, and I can kind of get that vocally. I can get that Richie sensibility there. I'll be back. Randy and I, we've done this a lot of times. How we do that intro is, yeah. So I go down, down. Okay, and everybody's on that A chord. So it's like 1, 2. And that's it. Just that intro is a little tricky. Again, it's, you know. Okay, practice that a little. That's I'll Be Back. Then, if not for you, is a Dylan song. We do it in E. It's E, B, A, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'll be playing that little riff as soon as the rhythm starts. Okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. EBA 3 times. To the Melissa chords, G sharp minor, F sharp minor, and do it again. Back to the EBA.
If not for you, babe, I couldn't find the door, couldn't even see the floor. I'd be sad and blue if not for you.
And then you do another kind of verse, and then you get into the chorus, and the chorus is really just one like double chorus. So coming out of the last verse, you know, you hold the A.
If not for you, my sky would fall, rain would gather too. Without your love, I'd be nowhere at all. I'd be lost if not for you, and you know it's true.
Little harp. How many times we do that? I think we do it 3 times. And what that walk down is, it's I'm, on the sheet I'm calling it B, okay, where you're ringing the E and the B strings open, but you're playing the rest kind of like a bar chord B, and then you're sliding that down to an A, again ringing the E and the B string. Then you go into the Melissa chords, that G sharp minor, F sharp minor. So it's again.
If not for you, my sky would fall, rain would gather too. Out your love, I'd be nowhere at all. Be lost if not for you. No, it's true.
And you do this 3 more times with the harp.
If not for you, my sky would fall. Rain would gather too. Without your love, I'd be nowhere at all. Oh, what would I do if not for you?
Little harp.
If not for you, winter would have no spring.
Okay, and that's it. The EBAs and then the Melissa chords, you know. But it's on the sheet. A little different than the George Harrison version. You know, George had more like, you know.
If not for you.
Okay, this rolls more, you know, like that Nashville. Okay, that's it. That is If Not For You. Okay, in the midnight hour, really just got to follow the chords of this one. It's just the D and the G.
I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour until my love comes tumbling down. I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour and there's no one else around. I'm gonna take you, girl, and hold you. Do all the things I told you.
Here it goes. I'm sorry. It goes.
Do all the things I told you in the midnight hour. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am.
Okay, goes to a C and an A, and then you're into another verse.
I'm gonna wait till the stars come out. See that twinkle in your eye. I'm gonna wait. When my love begins to shine, oh, you're the only girl I know. Really loves me so in the midnight hour. Oh yeah, in the midnight hour.
And then there's an intro.
Dun, 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 dun,
something like that. Yeah, I think I think I have the chords right there, and I'll do, you know. And then there's another verse. And the ending is. That's it. Okay, Jenny Again, we'll just follow the chords here. I won't go through that. That sheet is pretty straightforward. The only change is, of course, that I got it. Which is. And then there'll be a solo part, and then we'll get into another chorus, and then we'll play it out to the end. Chord sheet is pretty straightforward there. Okay, the letter, we're not going to do like the box toss. We'll do it like Joe Cocker,
Give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take no fast train. Oh, the lonely days are gone. I'm coming home. Yeah, my baby, she wrote me a letter. I don't care how much I gotta spend. Gonna find my way back home again. Oh, the lonely days are gone. I'm coming home. Yeah, my baby, she wrote me a letter. Well, she wrote me a letter. Said she wouldn't live without me no more. Listen, mister, can't you see you got to get back to my baby when it's gone? Anyway, yeah.
Okay, and then you go through another verse, and then there's kind of a solo verse and a chorus, and another verse and a chorus, and the way we're gonna end it. Okay, so the last verse is.
Give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take no fast train. Oh, the lonely days are gone. I'm coming home. Yeah, my baby, she wrote me a letter. My baby 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 wrote me a letter.
So if you can get that, so it's A minor, C, D, C, D, C, something like that. I don't go back to that position. I just kind of lift my finger because it's just easier. That's a good way to end it. Okay, so Long May You Run. It's going to be in D. It's going to open with a harmonica intro, kind of running through the whole verse progression, so it's going to go like, then the verse,
We've been through some things together, with trunks of memories still to come. We found things to do in stormy weather. Long may you run. Long may you run. Long may you run. Although these changes have come, with your chrome heart shining in the sun, long may you run.
B flat.
It was back in Blind River and
Another that's a verse, second verse, second chorus, and then there's a verse harmonica, which is kind of like the intro. Then there's another verse and a chorus, and the last chorus is going to end,
with your chrome, with your chrome heart shining in the sun, long may you run.
and on a D. And I'll play the harmonica, just that one note. And that's Long May You Run, so that'll be a good one. Okay, Marrakesh Express. Okay, so Marrakesh Express, there's a chord. Basically, if you take that D chord shape and you slide it up where you're playing basically 7, 8, 7. Okay, and the little intro, I play it like this. How's it go? You don't have to throw that little your small little finger on the E string on the 10th fret, but I may do that, And that's it. That's a G/D, and this is a D minor 7. So it's basically that D shape slid up where you're fingering, 5, 6, 5. Okay, so they're the two chords, the G/D and the D minor 7th, and that's how it'll begin, and then the singing.
Looking at the world from the sunset in your eyes, traveling the train through clear Moroccan skies, ducks and pigs and chickens call, animal carpet wall to wall, American ladies 5 foot tall and blue, sweeping cobwebs from the edges of my mind. Had to get away, see what we could find. Hope the days that lie ahead bring us back to where they bled. Listen not to what we say to you. Don't you know we're riding on the Marrakesh Express? Won't you know we're riding on the Marrakesh Express? They're taking me to Marrakesh, all aboard the train, all aboard the train. saving all my money just to take you there. I smell the garden in your hair. Take the train to Casablanca going south.
Another verse, another chorus, and the chorus is kind of the ending. You do sort of a double chorus. Pretty simple. I smell the garden in your hair is basically, C, and then you're lifting your index finger,
I smell the garden in your hair. Take the train from Casablanca going south.
That's it. They're the chords that you do there. And the next song is Mary Jane's Last Dance. We've done this 100 times, so it's A minor, G, D, back to A minor. We just follow the chord charts on that. Pretty simple. No real, nothing to do there. Okay, Melissa, we'll just play it in standard tuning. We've played this 100 times.
Crossroads seem to come and go.
So we'll just follow the chord charts on this. We will do at the outro. We'll play some solos just to those chords. So not much to teach on that one. Mr. Tambourine Man. This is we'll do the Byrds version. Just kind of picking up this. Okay, so it's D's and A's. I'll do that picking for that, the Roger McGuinn 12-string part, although it's not a 12-string. And G is the beginning of the chorus. It starts with the chorus. The other guitars will just play D, A, D, A. Okay, the verse, just stick with the verse. Pretty easy chord progression, just D's, G's, A's, and D's, really through the whole song. Now, what the Byrds do, they just do verse 1, then they repeat the chorus. So it starts with a chorus, there's a verse and a chorus, and then I think that it comes to then I think it comes to after the second chorus, in the jingle jangle morning I'll come following you. it just plays that riff, that DA progression out. What we're going to do is we're going to throw a second verse in there. So even though the Byrds only did the one verse, we're going to do two verses. Dylan did 5 or 6 verses. Again, we're going to start with the chorus, the Hey Mr. Tambourine Man. Verse, repeat the chorus. We're going to do a second verse, Though I know that evening's empire has returned into sand, vanished from my hand, left me blindly here to stare, but still not sleeping. My weariness amazes me. I'm branded on my feet. I have no one to meet. And that's it. And then there's just the outro. Okay, the DA, and what we'll do, we won't. Of course, we're not going to fade. We're going to go. All right, let's see. We'll go. Something like that will ring a D to an end. Okay, Mrs. Robinson. So Mrs. Robinson, I think we vamp on kind of like an E. You can kind of chunk along on an E5. Or you can play it up there, but kind of keep it muted so, we go. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. And everybody's kind of just vamping on that E or that E7. We like to know a little bit about you for our files, and that's the E the whole way through. Chords pretty easy to follow, and the arrangement, basically after the intro, DDDs into the first chorus, it's verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. And that's it. We'll come to an end. Mustang Sally in C is the next song. No explanation needed for that, but that's just in C. Okay, Ooh La La, there's a song by the Faces. This is I think it's on a banking commercial. I wish that I knew what I know now. Okay, and the way this is going to start, it's going to be in D. So this little riff, and actually the other guitar player, I'm going to do this riff while I'm strumming. And everybody else can play D's. It'd be good for a mandolin here. That's all the guitars need to do for the verses. D to an E minor. minor 7.
Poor granddad laughed at all his words. Thought he was a bitter man, spoke a woman's ways. Trap you, use you, before you even know. Love is blind, far too kind. Don't ever let it show. I wish that I knew what I know now when I was younger.
Okay, so a little bit different, or there's an additional chord in the chorus. It's D to an E minor 7th to a G, okay, where the verses are just D and the E minor 7th. But it's a good, strumming along songs,
I wish that I knew what I know now when I was younger. I wish that I knew what I know now when I was stronger.
And that's all it is. It's verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse. The third verse might be a little bit longer, and chorus. And we could repeat a chorus because it is kind of a catchy song. Okay, Overkill by Men at Work, Colin Hay, kind of a acoustic version. So the way I play this, I play a kind of a D5 chord, where it's open. It's open 5 7 7. Let's see. It goes. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if I don't think I don't play that E note. So I'm kind of muffling the E note with my thumb, but I'm really just playing those 3 power chords. And I'm going to be playing a D. Okay, that's a D5. And then I'm going to lift that pinky and get my middle finger in there. So initially, the D5, I'm fretting the 5, 7, and 7 on the A, D, and G string. And then that G string, I'm just going to drop it 1 fret by lifting the pinky and putting the ring finger in there, or the middle finger. So it's... And then you're going to drop down to the C and do the same thing.
I can't get to sleep. Think about the implications.
And this is the whole verse.
Running in too deep. Possibly the complication. Especially at night. So I worry over situation. I know we'll be alright. Perhaps it's just my imagination.
B minor.
Day after day, it reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Goes to peer and fade away. Alone between the sheets, only brings exasperation.
Okay, so that's it. Verse is pretty simple. It's just those, the D to, I call that a D major 7th, that second chord, to a C major 7th. But really just kind of chunking, very dynamic, leaving room for the vocals. And then the chorus is the B minor to the A sus. The suspendeds here are pretty needed,
Day after day, it reappears.
And again,
Night after night, heartbeat shows the fear. Goes to peer and fade away. Come back another day,
then maybe like there'll be an opportunity. It says solo. We'll kind of just play a verse, and we can do a little lead in there. We can work that out. Then we come back to a chorus, and then the final verse and chorus, kind of gets it's a little vocal strain here,
I can't get to sleep. Think about the implications, diving into deep, possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over situations and I know it'll be alright. It's just overkill, day after day it reappears.
This is the last chorus.
Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fears. Go
3 times.
fear and fade away. Goes the fear and fade away.
And we slow this one down a little bit.
Goes the fear and fade away.
That's how we end that one. Okay. Okay. Peaceful, Easy Feeling by the Eagles. Okay. The way this starts, it starts right in with kind of the solo lick, and the guitars are just going to be playing. Let's see. I think they're playing E's. So you can either play suspended, where you're putting your pinky down on the 2nd fret of the G string, or you can kind of just move play an E and then just move these 2 fingers over to play like an A sus2 or something like that, And the guitar is going to be playing kind of the intro lick. Okay,
I like the way your sparkling earrings lay against your skin so brown.
it's just E's and A's resolving in the B7.
And I wanna sleep with you in the desert tonight.
And instead of a full A, I'm playing this 2-string A, where you're fretting the 2nd fret on the D and the G string.
With a billion stars all around, and I got a peaceful,
It's a full A.
easy feeling. And I know you won't have
Sharp minor B, B7.
'cause I'm already standing on the ground.
Little suspendeds in there. And again,
I found out.
and that's where the harmonies come in. So it's verse, chorus, then there's a solo verse, and actually there's actually a solo verse chorus, and it comes to a ring. I'll play something with these chords, and then you'll kind of hear the distinctive change when you get to the solo or the chorus.
I get the
A. Feeling I may know you. Okay, so coming out of that solo, it ends on an E ring. And this it's getting into the verse, but it starts with 2 rings. It goes,
I get the feeling I may know you as a lover and a friend. This voice keeps whispering in my other ear, tell me I may never see you again.
okay, and then you just play it out. A chorus, it's just an extended chorus, but the chord sheet shows it, and it ends on a ring, you know. Okay. Pinball Wizard. I guess I'm just playing the. That's a B, so bass will come into play there.
Since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played them all.
And that's, just follow the chords on that. We'll just see if we want to do that one. I think it was at Woodstock, but we'll see. It's a lot of energy or a lot of effort on this one. And then there is kind of there is a key change towards the end. So that like the last chorus is.
I just handed my pinball crown to him.
What is it?
You can have my favorite table. He can be my best. The sandwich lead him in, and he just does the rest. Got crazy flipper fingers, never seen him fall. That peppermint blind kid sure plays a mean pinball.
We could try that. And actually, I think there's another Who song that we might pair with that. We're Not Gonna Take It, which we would play first and then lead into Pinball Wizard. There it is. So We're Not Gonna Take It would be first, and the way we're not gonna take it. You really just follow the chord sheet, but you play this G, and then this is kind of like a C add 9, but you're keeping your pinky on that E string, the high E string on the 3rd fret. So it's.
Welcome to the camp. I guess you all know why we're here. My name is Tommy, and I became aware this year. If you wanna follow me, you got to play pinball. And put in your earplug, put on your eye shade, you know where to put the cork. Hey, you getting drunk? So sorry, I've got you sus. Hey, you smoking Mother Nature, this is a bust.
E flat.
They hung up on Mr. Normal. Don't try to gain my trust, 'cause you ain't
Yeah, another ambitious one, but we'll see. All the chords are there. Pretty simple sheet. Leads us to This Old Cowboy, which is a all favorite jam of ours. So it's going to be G major 7, D major 7, E minor 7, D major 7. So a couple ways you can play that. G major 7th. To a D major 7th. To an E minor 7th. Back to the D major 7th.
Well, I'm sitting down in San Antonio.
Okay, I tend to want to play that more like this. Could play it like this, although you don't really have control over the strings. So maybe that's the best way to play it, where you're barring the fifth and playing those three strings on the seventh.
Well, I'm sitting down in San Antonio, waiting on an 8 o'clock train. Oh, my woman left me here last night. Things ain't been quite the same. Well, I gotta get back to Dallas. Oh, tie up a few loose ends. I'm gonna work a week, make $100. Oh, and hit the road again.
Here's the chorus to a G.
I don't want you to think you're the first one to leave me out here on my own.
Kind of walk down.
This ain't gonna be the first time this old cowboy spent the night alone.
Another verse, another chorus, and then solo over the verse chords, or just that progression, and then you go to a final verse and a chorus, and you kind of just double the last line of the chorus. Pretty simple, great sounding song, a lot of room for jamming. Okay, Ticket to Ride by the Beatles.
I think I'm gonna be sad. I think it's the day, yeah. Girl, that's driving me mad. It's going away. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. She don't care.
Another verse and chorus, and then the middle is going to be a D7 to an E7.
I don't know why she's riding so high. She ought to think twice, she ought to do right by me before she starts to say goodbye. She ought to think twice, she ought to do right by me. She said that living with me.
Pretty simple. Another verse, chorus. There's the middle is repeated again, the D7, E7, and then I think the first verse and chorus is repeated. My baby don't care, and it kind of just goes out on an A. Tupelo Honey by Van Morrison. We'll try to play that in G. So it's G, B minor, C, G. The second time around, it's G, B minor, C, D. So it's
You can take all the tea and china, put it in a big brown bag for me, sail it right round 7 oceans, drop it into the deep blue sea. She's a sweet.
Pretty simple loop. And we have turn, turn. How many times you do? Oh, we'll do it 4 times for the intro. This will be the 3rd time. Nope.
Do everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season turn, turn, turn. In the time to every purpose under heaven.
So in this chord chart, there's a D with an F sharp, so that's basically a D, but you try to wrap your thumb there to get that F sharp, you know.
To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season turn, turn, turn. In the time to every purpose under heaven. The time to be born, time to die, time to plant, the time to reap, time to kill, time to heal, the time for life, the time to weep. To everything
Pretty simple once you get that walk down. We'll see if we can do that one. Up on Cripple Creek, I won't really go through this, you know.
When I get off of this mountain, I know where I wanna go. Straight down the Mississippi River to the Gulf of Mexico, Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Okay, got the chords there. It just repeats 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got 5 verses and a chorus. Okay, Walls by TomPetty. So this will have harmonica, and it's a pretty cool sounding song. Good progression: G, E minor, C, and D.
Some days are diamonds, some days are rocks, some doors are open, some roads are blocked, sundowns are golden, then fade away. If I never do nothing, I'll get you back someday. Chorus, now you got a heart so big it could crush this town, and I can hold out forever, even walls fall down.
That's it. That's a verse and a chorus. There's another verse and a chorus, and a solo just over the chords, the G, E minor, C, and D a couple times. And then there's a verse and a chorus, and I think the chorus doubles at the end. Pretty simple. Okay, Waterloo Sunset. So Waterloo Sunset by the Kinks. It starts off with this rundown on the A string. Let's see, it's 12, 10, 9, 7, 5, 4, 2. So that rundown goes right into the riff, so it's and it'll basically be the bass and probably me running down, and then when that riff starts, it's going to be D, A, and G. It's going to be dirty old river must keep me rolling, rolling into the night. People so busy, makes me feel dizzy. Taxi cab shines so bright, but I don't need no friends. Okay, that walk down it's an E minor. Okay, and if you just take that the D string on the 3rd fret and you drop it down 1 fret, that's that E minor major 7th. And then when you take your finger off that string and just play the D open, never moving your ring finger off of, or your middle finger off of the A string 2nd the whole time, and then you kind of resolve that little figure on an A. So it's, but I don't need no friend as long as I gaze on Waterloo sunset. I am in paradise. Then you do this G, F sharp minor, E minor. Every day I look in the world through my window. Okay, so every day I look at the world through my A to a D. Chilly, chilly is the evening time. Waterloo sunset's fine. Sunset's fine. Terry meets Julie, Waterloo station. And it just progresses with another verse and another verse. So after the 3rd verse, we got to get out of the song. So at the end of the 3rd verse, it's as long as I gaze on Waterloo sunset, they are in paradise. Okay, that's when the riff's going to come in. So coming off of that paradise, which is a G, the other rhythm guitar players will be doing that intro, the D, A, G. So, as long as I gaze on Waterloo sunset, they are in paradise. Do 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 do. A. Waterloo sunset's fine, sunset's fine, sunset's fine. Just ends on an A. Simple as that. Okay. The weight. We're going to do this in G, so it's... not going to play through that because we played it a million times. Bunch of verses. Where Have All the Flowers Gone? This is a favorite of late Uncle Robbie, and I think we're going to play it in C. Old Pete Seeger song. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. You just do that 3 times. I was gone long time ago. Where have all the flowers gone? Girls have picked them, everyone. So that chord sheet has the chords up top, easy to follow. Looks like there's 5 verses. And I think these are the last 2 songs. So, okay, Wooden Ships, we played that a bunch of different ways. So, okay, so this little riff, I got it on the sheet, but you're kind of barring these, the 4 strings at the 2nd fret. You're playing from the thin string. You're playing 2, 3, 4, 2. All right, so these 2 fingers are on the 3rd fret and the 4th fret, and you're gonna. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Okay, so it's on, off, G. That's your E5 chord. And we'll do this 4 times. That's the verse chords, and I won't play them at first. I'll try to do a little, that opening little solo, and those chords which are on the sheet. So it's open, 10, 12, 12, open, open. You kind of take that chord shape and you just drop everything down 1 string, so you're open, open, 10, 12, 12, open. Okay, so they're kind of the 2 chords, and your last chord you're just barring those 4 strings, the high 4 strings at the 10th fret. So it goes like this.
If you smile at me, I will understand. That is something everybody everywhere does in the same language. I can see by your coat, my friend, you're from the other side. It's just one thing I got to know. Can you tell me, please?
And that's it. And then it goes, for another group of words, say you're gonna have your papa berries. Yes, I've been eating there for 6 or 7 weeks now. I haven't got sick ones, probably keep us both alive. Wooden ships on the water, very free. Okay, so this little change, you're playing that E5, and you're sliding it down to a D5. So you're just taking that formation and sliding it down 2 frets. So it's wooden ships on the water, very free. All right, so it's wooden ships on the water, D, A. Okay, that's an inversion of an A. Where you're fretting the D string at the 9, 8, and 7. Wooden ships on the water, very free. Okay, that's a. I'm not sure what the chord is called. I don't even know if I have a name for that. I don't, but it's open, open, 5, 7, 7, open. Wooden ships on the water, very free and easy, easy. You know the way it's supposed to be. talking about very free. Okay, so you're taking that last chord, which I don't know what it's called, and you're sliding it down. So you're playing open, open, 3, 5, 5, open. And believe it or not, I think that's an F major 7. Okay, but it sounds better there because you sort of have that E in there. So it's. Kind of picking up the tempo of these verse chords. Okay, and sometimes I change that chord from an open 10 12 12 to an open 10 12 11. Has a little bit different sound to it. Okay, and while that's going on and the rhythm is moving, you can do solos. Okay, and then we'll slow it down, you know.
And it's a fair wind, blowing warm out south over my shoulder. Guess I'll set a course and go.
Something like that. Okay. Last song, here we go, is You Wreck Me by TomPetty. Just little groups of chords, or D, A, E. Actually, I'll probably play it up here.
The night we ride, right on wrong. The night we sail, on a radio song.
Now, G, D, A.
Rescue me, I go down.
Back to the beginning chord.
Stay too long. Stay too long. In troubled town.
And the chorus is G, A.
Whoa, yeah. You wreck me, baby. You break me in two. You move me, honey. Yes, you do. Now and again.
And that's that's the verse and the chorus, and then the instrumental. You can do a solo here as long as you want, because you're just playing the D, A, E, and the singing's going to be on that D, A, E. So it doesn't really matter how long you play, and but whenever you stop soloing, then the singing joins in.
I'll be the boy in the corduroy pants. You will be the girl at the high school dance. Run with me wherever I go. Just play dumb, whatever you know. Oh, oh, oh.
2, you just do that, and you do the you wreck me baby, you kind of double that ending, and then coming out, Okay, that's how you play it. It's on the sheet. Good luck.